Hello, it's Jimmy here. Everybody's just come to look at a Nissan Qashqai. Okay, I've got the engine on, so apart from the key system fault, we've got an engine management light on there. He said it needs a DPF clean. I'm just going to have a look and see what's going on. Just waiting for my diagnostic here to load up. Automatic search, I think, yeah. Russia, Qashqai J11, confirmed. Came from Russia, this one, huh? We'll do a high-speed scan, if the option's available there, yeah. Oh, heaps and heaps of faults here coming up. This car looks like it's been sat around for a while. ECM, particle filter, pressure sensor, engine communication, ECM communication, canvas communication, CAN communication, neutral gear switch, canvas communication, ECM, PCM, radar, lots of different faults here. Okay, this is a DCI engine here. Let's have a little look around, see where the pressure sensor is down the back over there. Okay, so having a look down the back here, there is, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 plugs left disconnected. So don't know what's been going on here. Someone's obviously been trying to do something around here. Yeah, we've got clips broken off here as well. Gonna have to have a word with the customer, see what's going on. Okay, so basically I'm in the middle of just dismantling these boost pipes so I can get a better look at what's going on down here. Had a chat with the customer. Yeah, it's been 6 weeks at a garage, and then it went to another place and I was there for a few weeks, and they both just gave up and said they can't deal with the car and they've taken it home. So yeah, great news. Okay, so I can see here that one of these plugs is disconnected from the DPF pressure sensor. I can't really see which one at the minute, but one of them is definitely for that. Let's try and get a feel for it. See which one of these fits. If not, we might need to remove some more brackets here. Where is this bracket attached? Okay, so I've attached back up the DPF pressure sensor cable here. I've really no idea where the rest of these have come from because I'm feeling around here and I literally can't see anywhere else that they should have been connected to. Okay, so we can see now we have 40 millibars of pressure on the DPF at idle, 50 grams of soot, so the vehicle is just idling here. Okay, I'm looking under the car here. It looks like all of the exhaust gas temperature sensors are disconnected. Really got no idea what's been going on here. I don't know if they've maybe tried to do like a DPF delete. I don't see any other reason why they've disconnected everything like this. So we've got another one that's been purposely wedged in here. It's just that's for this temperature sensor here, so that's going to need feeding back up there as well. So that's what all of these plugs are obviously belong to. Let's just feed that back up there so I can hopefully grab it from the top. So trying to have a look on the live data. I can't see no live data on here for the exhaust gas temperature sensors, but anyway, let's see if we can now get our hands down the back here and get these sensors reconnected where they should be. Okay, so after a bit of digging, trying to push all of these wires up from underneath, we finally managed to get them all connected. Thankfully they're all colour coded grey, brown, black, so they've all been plugged back in. Okay, so finally all of that mess has been corrected back to the way it should be. Now what I want to look at is this again. There's no live data again for this sensor. Don't ask me why, but I can't seem to find any live data for the turbo upstream or pressure sensor, so this is this one here. Okay, so I've got that sensor out of down there. Now what I've done here is I've connected up a Medivac pressure gauge
You can see that that is blocked. So that's a very common issue. I knew that would be blocked anyway. It's holding pressure there. Okay, so I'm going to use this drill here with some cable attached to it. We're going to get that cable down that tube, see if we can break it free. So I seem to have broke that through now. Just spent a few minutes basically drilling it. You can see the black on the cable there. Spend a few minutes just drilling it, so you gotta, you know, feed it in as you're drilling it in. So now we've got that reconnected again. Squeezing the trigger on this, no pressure, all good. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm using a gun from Launch UK here with some Launch UK DPF cleaning fluid. I'm going to put that straight in that same hole. So that's the fluid right there, DPF cleaning fluid from Launch UK. Both the gun and that are available from their website. Now just squeezing some of this fluid in there. Now I've got the engine running. I'm going to carry on with the rest of the fluid, keep it spraying in. Just going to keep my eye on the DPF pressure as well there. Okay, so we've put all the fluid in, we've connected everything back. Now I'm back in the car here. We're just going to give it a few sharp revs up and down like that for a minute. And then what we'll do is we're going to hold it at 3000 RPM, or as close as possible if it'll stay there. Now we're looking at the live data here. 3000 RPM we have. Let me just increase the revs a little bit. Around about 49 to 50 millibars of pressure there. Let's let that idle down. 9 millibars. So perfect, yeah. That's only been in there a minute or two. It will come down a little bit more. Okay, so this one's left like a puddle of foam here at the back. Each car behaves differently. Not every car is going to leave foam like that. Some of them just give off the steam vapor and that's it. Both sides of this car have had a bit of a whack by the looks of it. I thought this car might have been laying up for a while because it does look very dusty, but I don't think it has. It's got the same dent on the both sides. Okay, with the engine off and ignition on, what I'm going to do now is go back to special functions. Try and adapt the DPF relative pressure sensor. No. Looking for the DPF itself, the particle filter pressure after DPF regeneration. No, that's not what we're looking for. So I've got adaptives after particle filter regeneration, but not for just saying that I've actually changed it. Let's just try that, see what happens. Okay. Okay, so that's finished. Now we can exit. And we'll go back and see what the soot values are now in the DPF. Pressure sensor reset. No, I don't want that. So now I need to clear all of the fault codes. Let's go back and just read what they were again. So we might have some other ones now because obviously we've disconnected the turbine upstream pressure sensor. Well, that's why I couldn't find that, because it's in abbreviations. TBN. I was typing in turbo. Particle filter P2002. Right, let's clear these codes off. Okay, so that hasn't reduced to 50 grams of soot. But here we go. Once we've cleared the fault code, hold the revs on it. That's those grams of soot just flying down now. So just hold the revs here until we get that below sort of 5 or 6 grams of soot. So I had a chat with the customer here as well, and I'll turn the camera around so we can talk about it. So what they've said to me is the car's been to a garage, and then it's been to another garage, and then all of this talk. Then they've said they've tried to remove the DPF to clean it. It looks like that's why the sensors are disconnected. It looks like somebody's tried to remove it and then they've given up. whether or not that's an actual garage, you know, customers do lie, happens all the time. I hear people tell me it's been to this garage, it's been to these garages, and they couldn't, and then you ask them what garage has it been to. Like this one I've just said, what garage? They said it's been to a garage in Luton. I know all of the garages there. So what garage has that been to? Because I'm obviously really disappointed with the condition of the car. And they said, we don't really remember the name of it. So most likely, with most of these customers, when they're telling you these stories, it's either their brother or their dad or themselves. In this case, it's a woman owner. So, but the dad and the boyfriend came over and had a chat with me. It's probably, you know, you get the feeling that it's maybe one of those that's had a go at trying to fix it. It's not common, and then they just don't want to tell you because they don't want to look embarrassed. They don't want to feel embarrassed to say, yeah, that they left it in that condition. But anyway, we're almost done here. We're going to get the car. Looks like we're going to get it sorted out. Okay, so that's it. All of the fault codes cleared. DPF pressure all is down where it should be, and I'll see you on the next video.